Hello, my name is Daniela Loga and I'm the head of marketing at Revuto. Today I'm going to talk about the subscription economy. We're going to ask the question, is it a problem? Why don't we take a look at what exactly the subscription economy is? Now, this is something that is growing, right? Every year, more and more services, more and more things that we use are going to this subscription model. So in the past, I don't know how many of you are old enough to remember, if you wanted to get a new song, you had to go to the music store and buy a CD, right? And then you had the whole CD and you had your music, and you basically had a huge collection of plastic that you kept in your room or in the living room or some other place where you had everything stored. Kind of made sense. Something that people were proud of. Now, today, kids, if they want to listen to a song, what do? They go onto a streaming music service, they go onto YouTube, they go onto basically anything digitally that they can access that content from. And if you want to listen to it and you want to be able to find it easily and not have to listen to advertisements or listen to a million other things that you don't want to listen to before you get to your favorite song, you've basically got to subscribe. Makes sense. No more CDs everywhere, no more clutter to, disturb mom and have you get yelled at for not having everything in order. But anyway, this is a great example, I think, of why the subscription model works for consumers, right? We don't want to have this clutter. We want to have a minimal lifestyle, a digital lifestyle. We've got computers, we've got mobile phones. Why do we need to have extra things to access the content that we want to use, right? What else? We've got subscription services for food delivery, right? I know that every week I need green vegetables, and there is a service that's going to provide those green vegetables, deliver them to my door. I don't have to worry about going to different shops to find the green vegetables I want. I know that I can trust what they're going to deliver to me. There's a little bit of a fee for the delivery, for the, maybe subscription service itself, but it works, and I'm willing to do it because it's saving me time, it's saving me energy, and it's getting me the quality and the content, in that sense, that I want. So this is something that we see in almost every aspect of our lives these days. Video games. Do you remember when you used to go and, beg for, or save up your money to go buy a video game? And it cost what? $50, 50 euros, whatever the currency you're using is. And once you had that video game, that big plastic cartridge or that CD or whatever you're going to call it, it was yours. You had it. You played it. Maybe you shared it with your friends. It all worked. Nowadays, if you want to buy a game, you can buy a game. But what else can you do these days? You can subscribe for extra features. Right? Become a member. If you want to access this extra content, you've got to pay on a monthly basis for something that you're going to be using. So not only did you pay that $50 for the game, but you're paying a monthly subscription to continue to use that game and basically enjoy all the features that it has. So it's a never-ending cycle of what? It's a never-ending cycle of spending without, in many cases, actually having something tangible that you can say is yours, right? If you're paying for streaming music, where is that piece of plastic that you can hold and say, hey, this is my CD, this is my tape, this is my record? We don't have that anymore. We have everything that's digitalized. So the digital economy is related to the subscription economy. It's basically taking our drive and our adaptation to what's digital and trying to make more and more money off of it. On one hand, it's very convenient. But on the other hand, it means that we are constant and consistent consumers. Where is that line that's drawn? Where do I say, hey, this is convenient for me, but wait, I'm being used? So this is something that as the subscription economy grows, there's a demand for taking control of your subscriptions, taking control of what it is that you're using, taking control of what it is that you're spending. But how do you do that? Right? I have a couple of subscriptions. Very few. I'm still old school. I still have clutter and I still have all the plastic, and it makes me feel like I actually have something that, is mine. I use streaming services, but it's not quite the same. I still can't find exactly what I want when I want it. I can't just pop in the disc into my car radio and listen to it. I've got to search and everything else, and you can't really search when you're driving. That's dangerous and against the law, so that's not an option. Popping a CD in is a completely different situation. But if we look at what it is that we are subscribing to, we can see that maybe we don't always need that. What happens if you're subscribed to something and you stop using it, but you forget about it? That has unfortunately happened to me many times. Usually computer software, when you upgrade your computer, you completely forget that you were even using something, and then all of a sudden there's another yearly subscription or 2-year subscription or something else that you're charged for on your card, and you think, I completely forgot about this. I haven't used this in over a year. But without notifications that are coming that are saying, hey, your subscription is coming up. Maybe it comes to an email that you use for all of your, junk mail. You don't even check that. What happens when you forget about something like that? It's so easy to forget because there's so many different things we're subscribing to. Maybe it's those add-on features on a game that you've downloaded. Maybe you were playing a game at one point in time, you were really into it. Every day you were playing this game, earning points, earning coins, needing to get extra gems, needing to buy gems, subscribing to buy gems. I don't know what all is possible with these games these days, but something like that. And what happens when you forget about it and you're charged? Do you have to call and try to argue and contest the charge? Is that even going to be possible? If you use a debit card, is that even possible? A credit card, maybe you have some leeway. What Revuto wants to do is give you control over the subscriptions that you use, because we're aware that this subscription economy is a problem. Yes, it's good on one hand, but it can be a problem when you're not in control, because ultimately this is your money that you're spending on things that you're using, which is fine. What about spending money on things that you're not using? It's not. And that's why we have this whole app that is designed to let you take control of your subscriptions. So if you need to pay for something that you're going to continue to use, you pay for it. If you want to block it because you're not using it, or you don't have the money to pay for it, you block it. If you want to snooze it because, hey, you're not going to be using it right now, but maybe you'll be using it later, you can do that too. And you can do all of this using our app, using these virtual debit cards that you're issued through the app that basically give you control of what you're spending. It seems very simple. It is, and yet it's something that many people aren't even aware of, haven't even thought about. There are other programs out there that are going to guarantee that you pay. That's great too. If you want to make sure you're paying for something, of course, we all want to pay our electric bill or a water bill on time so our service isn't cut off. Those are essential items. But what about those non-essentials, right? And because of the subscription economy's growth, what we see is that there are so many non-essential things that have come into this subscription model, into this monthly payment plan. What can we do to take control of what it is that we're spending? We can use a service like Revuto that puts it all in one place and gives us the opportunity and the options to do that.
If you like Revuto and think our videos are cool and informative, please don't forget to subscribe to our YouTube channel and never miss out on any of our new videos. Thank you.